Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Digging Up the Obscure. Today we have Speed Racer, the digital camera. Now you may be wondering why I care to cover this, and it's just because it says it includes an Image Lab photo editing software. I'm not so much concerned about the editing software itself because it's not too uncommon to see a children's camera come with some type of software or program where they can kind of manage the photos and stuff. But what I do care about is that if you open this up to the inside, it talks about 5 action-packed games. Now, I love the word action-packed because it looks like it's just sliding puzzle, word scramble, a maze, a word search, and jigsaw. That's action-packed for sure. Now, I had a difficult time researching this. There's no videos about it, and I did find like a Walmart listing for it. I'm not exactly sure when this came out initially because it's still being sold. But I can tell you that the minimum requirements is Vista, so I'm thinking this came out relatively recently, maybe in the past decade. I don't know, let's just open this up. It's sealed and see what we got. So once you finally get it open, you realize that the thing feels pretty cheap, but you know, what do you expect? It's a kid's toy. It takes 2 AAA batteries, no rechargeable batteries here, and in the box you get like these face plates, which you probably saw on the front of the box when I was showing it. And essentially what you can do is you can take off the front panel somehow, and you can change it to one of these if you'd like. I'm not gonna bother. And then of course it came with a CD-ROM, which is what installs the editing software. It's not stored on the camera or anything like that. But let's take this CD-ROM and see if it works in Windows 10 and what we can do with it. And get some AAA batteries for the camera. So here we can see that the copyright date is 2008, so that's probably when this released. That's the same year the movie came out, so I'm assuming this is like a tie-in to that in some regards, an attempt to try to make money off of that movie. The CD came with Photag's Webcam Express, which looks like some shovelware webcam software. Yeah, that's I'm glad I installed this malware on my Windows 10 machine. When pulling up the Speed Racer Image Lab, we can see that we have a lot of different options, from calendars, trading cards, postcards, albums, and, you know, so on and so forth. And like I said, I don't think this is anything too crazy. I feel like they've done this a lot with other kids' toys before. I think I had a Batman camera growing up that was kind of the same way. But what I'm most interested in, and the whole reason I'm doing this video, is to see what games are on it. Now, I honestly didn't know what I expected, especially from the back of the box showing what those 5 games were. But I thought maybe the mechanical maze would have enough interest for us for this to kind of justify this video. And lo and behold, I think the thing's broken, and it's not showing the borders of the maze. It's kind of like invisibly traveling around. I don't think this is intended. So yeah, can't really play the maze level. It probably has an issue with Windows 10 compatibility. Maybe it works in Vista, but I really don't want to go through the effort of installing this on another OS because everything else works just fine. Well, since the maze is a bust, all you really have left is like word scramble, which when you click hint shows you exactly what it's supposed to be. And I guess this game / program is meant for little kids, but I find this to be almost too easy. Like, maybe instead of showing you exactly what it is, it said sport or fruit or vegetable, something like that. I don't know. Then you got a sliding puzzle. Kind of explains itself, really. Then you got a jigsaw puzzle. Again, kind of self-explanatory. And then a word search, where you searching for words that are related to racing. So yeah, that's all the games. And if I left it here, this video would be probably like, I don't know, couple minutes long. So I guess let's look at the imaging software and just see what we got. Let's take some pictures with the camera. So here you go. Here's a slideshow of the pictures I took with this camera while I talk about it a little bit. I put brand new AAA batteries into the camera, and when I tried to take pictures when it's not hooked up to the computer, it wouldn't take anything. It would just make a loud beeping noise, but no pictures were ever taken. And then I plugged it up to the computer and I could snap some photos, and then they would pop up in the program once I pulled them from the camera. I don't know if this camera has like internal storage, maybe temporary storage, but I don't think you can take pictures with this when it's not connected to the computer, unless this thing is just broken. I mean, it's been sitting in the blister pack since 2008, so maybe, maybe it's broken to some degree. Thing feels pretty cheap, so I wouldn't put it past it. But I can only take pictures when this thing was plugged up to the computer, and I would try to hold my hands as steady as possible to take some photos, and it was proving to be quite difficult. It's got like a 0.5 megapixel or something like that. And some of the pictures you're taking, I would look through the viewfinder when I took them, but then like 90% of the image would be cropped out. So a lot of these may look like I'm taking pictures of nothing, but I'm actually trying to take pictures of something. Like that right there was supposed to be my blue moon tin, but nothing. This picture of the blinds was actually a picture of that whole area. So I'm not, the viewfinder really doesn't help when you really don't know what you're taking pictures of. When you get to the photo editing, you can like one click enhance it. Oh, that's some enhancements, I must say. This software also comes with a bunch of basic clip art. Like I remember playing with these on like Windows 98 or XP when I was a kid at my grandma's house, and they had a really old version of Microsoft Word or whatever. And there's only one section of Speed Racer stuff, and it's nothing that crazy. It's like they got the license to make a Speed Racer product, but couldn't use anything from the movie except for like 1 or 2 images for a jigsaw puzzle, because all this is pretty standard stuff. There you go. Now you wondered where the thumbnail came from. I made that masterpiece. I put it in the Discord as sort of a, a tease of what's to come. Hope you guys aren't disappointed by this video. So yeah, this thing was quite a disappointment, but I've went through the effort of installing it and looking through it all that I wasn't going to do a video on it. I was going to do one. So I'll make the next episode another digging up the obscure. So, it'd be an actual game with actual content. But yeah, this has been Elijah Moon Blackwell CD-ROM Fossil. I'm just going to end it here. There's nothing really much more to say about this. I'm gonna probably just put this CD-ROM in one of my mini binders and just hide the camera forever. If I was a Speed Racer fan, I would be upset, but luckily I don't really care about Speed Racer. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you join the Discord by following the link below, and you can catch me on Twitch now. And yeah, I'm gonna go start working on the next Digging Up the Obscure.